Today we're going to be doing some things. We got some stuff to talk about from TwitchCon, some good stuff and some bad stuff to talk about from TwitchCon. Tawarna, thank you so much. It was awesome meeting you at TwitchCon. Yeah, we met a ton of people at TwitchCon. Really awesome people. Really interesting people. Really kind people. I had a great time meeting everyone at TwitchCon, that's for sure. So, hello people I met at TwitchCon. That's so awesome. That's so awesome. That is so awesome. TwitchCon was a blast. Had meeting so much of the Hermits. I'm glad you guys got to. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. But yeah, I'm glad that so many of you were able to meet me and the other Hermits. It was great. It was great. The Grumpy Bunny, thank you for the 33 months. As I heard you got a really cool plushie as a gift. I did, Grumpy Bunny. Yes. Let me show it. I'll show it. I actually got 2 plushies as a gift. Let me show you guys. So here's the first plushie. This is absolutely a beautiful Ghastketball plushie. Look at this thing. Look at that little guy. So it's a Ghast on top of a basketball. And he has the little bandana up here. Of course, he's Happy Ghast. And he's got the Ghast tentacles surrounding the ball. This thing is huge. This thing is like actually enormous. So many thank you to the individual who made this for me. This is absolutely insane. It's even got like a little tie in the back where it ties the thing. But this is insane. Yeah, this is the trophy. This is literally the trophy we had for Ghastketball in Season 10. So, thank you for this. This is just absolutely awesome. Like, I think I might have to, I don't know. What do we think? Should we put this behind me? If I can, I don't know if it's in the frame right now. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Up here, behind me, we have some Minecraft stuff. Actually, the frog, I'm just now realizing this frog is right here is upside down. Let me go full screen on this. Hold on. Let me bop and bop. There we go. Okay. We're going to get a full screen look here. There we go. Okay. We're too zoomed in. If I move this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, you can see. We'll just move it like this. There we go. Okay. So you can see behind me over here. We have a couple of things, right? We got the Twitch Rivals medal we won from Vegas 2023. We got the Minecon 2016 backpack. We got the Creeper face. We got a redstone block. We got a little snail from the Gamers Outreach event. We got a upside down frog from the Creator Summit in 2022. We got my Cub plushie over here. Another Cub plushie over here. We got a 3D print of the Ender Dragon above the ground up here. We got a little TNT, a zombie. I'm thinking we gotta put this guy somewhere. Whoops, somewhere in the back, somewhere back here, right? Would be kind of cool. I think it's got to be there. So yeah, thank you so much for this. This was absolutely insane. Let me just. Okay, there we go. We're gonna move it back. Oh my god. Oh, this might not work out. We're fine. We good? Hold on, we gotta move it a little further. So yeah, that might have to go in the back. So thank you to the person who brought this to it. This was right at the end of the panel. By the way, how many of you guys saw the panel at TwitchCon? In the chat, if you saw the panel, just say saw it or just watched it. Did you guys see the panel? Because I heard that some people had some problems accessing the stream. Saw it on Twitch. Panel was great. Watched it online. Okay, good. You saw it? You missed it? Watched it online? Okay, good. Because I know some people, I don't know how, but I saw like 2 or 3 people say that like they couldn't find it somewhere, but I'm glad that many of you seem to have saw it. Watched the VOD after? Okay, good deal. Saw it up until the season 11 info because of dinner. Fair enough. Fair enough. You gotta eat. I got you. Saw it through Joe's stream. Oh, did Joe watch it live? Oh, that's awesome. Hopefully some of the other Hermits did as well. That's good. Was in person, and also the last audience question. Let's go, Kraken. Let's go. We had some good questions, I thought. Good deal. Okay. Scar sent the notification 12 hours early. Okay. Fair enough. Very good. But yeah, this plushie, absolutely insane. Absolutely awesome. So thank you. And we also got another plushie. This one I believe came from Chalice. And it is, wait for it. The iJevin no po plushie. They got us, guys. Hermit's gotta go. Say no to the po. The iJevin plushie. Thank you, Chalice Pumasway, for this. So the story behind this. So this was given to me as well as the Ghastketball trophy. Both these plushies, they were both given to me like right at the end of the panel, but I had to get off the stage very, very quickly, right? Because they have like other panels coming in, other panelists that need to get on stage, and they have to like rearrange the stage and stuff. So Chalice gave me the Jevin plushie, which I didn't know. We took it to the back. I looked in the bag and I was like, oh, what's this? And it pulled out the plushie. And instantly, like 2 or 3 of the Hermits, I think like False, Pearl, just burst out laughing after I said, yeah, they got me. The Nopo got me. The Nopo finally found us. So thank you, Chalice, for that. We had a good laugh behind the scenes when we saw this. That was awesome. And thank you guys. I got a bunch of other stuff to show here, but we'll wait on that a little bit. But yeah, thank you guys for those things. That was insane. So yeah, we did get some awesome plushies, indeed. Yeah. Super, super cool stuff. Okay, we're going to go back here. Whoops. Hang on. There we go. Okay, we're good. So yeah, some awesome stuff from TwitchCon. Thank you, everybody who showed up. And I got hundreds of bracelets and very, very kind notes. And there was like a space pen. I think that was Chalice who gave me that. Flowers. Man, like little like miniature figurines. D&D dice, posters with amazing art, which I'll show. Just amazing stuff. So thank you guys. Thank you guys all who came out to TwitchCon and met me and the other Hermits. It really means a lot, and it was awesome to meet you guys. Awesome to meet you guys. And Daphnis with the 100 bits says congrats to the Hermits for their awards too. Thank you so much, Daphnis. Yeah, that Hermitcraft award was absolutely awesome. The Crafty awards. I really like those. Those are really cool. Like they gave an award out to Ish for his like 1,000-player epic battle movie he put together. There was an award given to JoJo for like destroying all the end portals on, I think it was Lifesteal SMP, I want to say. And yeah, we got one for the Gamers Outreach charity event, which happened in April, which you guys were a part of and saw on the channel. So yeah, that was not an award for us. That was an award for everybody in the Hermitcraft community who donated to Gamers Outreach and helped kids in hospitals. Like that's what that's really for. Like, so it's really an award for all you guys. So thank you, all you guys who donated that to that cause, who donated for the Dragon Dogs on Hermitcraft 10, especially, as those were part of the Gamers Outreach charity event. So thank you guys. Thank you guys. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, it was really cool. So yeah, the Hermitcraft got an award at the Crafties at MCC, or Rivals with MCC. And yeah, I thought I could have gone up there, like I was in the crowd, to like accept the award, but I didn't want to get like involved because if you see somebody like rushing the stage, probably not a good idea to do, given the TwitchCon's security stuff that they had going on there. So I just decided to stay in the crowd for that. As did, I think, Tango and Skiz, who were also not part of MCC. But it was cool. It was cool to see people, like Scar give a nice little speech. And yeah, Hermitcraft get recognized for that. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool. Hattie Master, thank you for the 29 months with the peace sign. Thank you so much, Hattie Master. Much appreciated. Okay, so I guess we could talk a little bit about TwitchCon. Let me... We'll go webcam only for this. There we go. All right, so we can talk a little bit about TwitchCon. So yeah, how do I describe TwitchCon this year? I think it was kind of good and kind of bad, right? So the panel I thought for Hermitcraft went pretty well. There were some technical issues which you guys probably saw, like unfortunately, they didn't allow us to like control the videos that we're supposed to play, so that resulted in like some videos not having audio for the first 20 seconds or so. Let's see, we had like I think Skiz's video had no audio for like the first 30 seconds, which kind kind of affected the clip. Same with my Ghast video that I showed, which was sort of like the origin for Ghastketball. That didn't have like the first 20 seconds of audio, which was kind of unfortunate. I think that also the date was revealed just before False announced it, which was kind of weird. Like, I thought there would be like a little bit more coordination between us. So, yeah. Missed a lot of the talking with just seeing the slides for long times. I see. Okay. Gotcha, Life of L. Yeah, showed the season 11 date way before False got to announce it. Yeah, it was about a 10-second delay, I think. Because, like, I thought that, like, we would stay on that screen for a little bit. Like the season 11 announcement screen. But then they went to the next slide pretty much immediately after that. And people were, like, cheering, and False was like, yeah, okay. And then she announced it's going to be, season 8 is coming November 8th. So, yeah, it was kind of unfortunate. Yeah, but I think overall it went pretty well. The questions that were asked were pretty great, and yeah, it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. They timed me out because I said the person running the presentation needed to take classes. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny, actually. Yeah, yeah. It was just disappointing because we spent a lot of time on the presentation, and like we had everything ready to go, and from our end, it seemed like everything was like it shouldn't have been a big issue to just, play a video that was unlisted on YouTube, or 4 videos that were unlisted on YouTube. But it just didn't work that great. So, yeah, that was kind of upsetting a little bit. I thought that they should have been ready for people to have videos in the presentation, but I guess not. Might have been too much to ask for an organization like that, I guess. So yeah, that it was okay, but I feel like it could have and should have been better. So I was a little upset at that. Yeah, overall I had fun at the panel. I think we had a lot of good conversations. Unfortunately, on the panel from our side, not me personally, I've not had an issue with this, but other hermits complained that they couldn't hear other hermits speaking, and they also couldn't hear the questions being answered or being asked of the audience, which I don't know if I got like supersonic hearing or something, but it's weird to me that like people haven't been able to hear the last 2 years, but I have been able to. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. It could have been something with the acoustics in the room, like where you're sitting, but I don't know. Yeah, Catitude, again, yeah. Because last year we had a problem, like that exact same problem, with hermits not being able to hear properly each other. And it seemed like some hermits had the same problem again this year. But like I said, I didn't have that issue last year or this year. So like that's sort of why I don't know if you guys noticed in the panel, I was sort of like the first one to jump in many of the questions, because I could actually hear the person get like answering the question, and that's why hermits were kind of like on stage, like kind of silent, at least for the first 5-10 seconds after each question, because I think they were trying to like process what was actually asked. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that. I'm not really sure. I was sitting in the middle, but I know Impulse had a problem hearing. I think I want to say False also might have had a problem hearing. So I'm not really sure, like, and I was also like closer to the end last time. So I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I've never had a problem hearing the questions and things. It is kind of tough to react in real time to people. Like when somebody gives an answer, you kind of jump in after them. It can be kind of tough to like manage that. But I think Scar did a really great job of sort of facilitating the panel itself. I thought Scar did a great job, like as the host, to kind of keep things moving a little bit. What's the solution to that? Earpieces? I think that might help. I think we asked about that, but weren't provided those. So that could be a solution. Yeah. Yeah, Cam. That could be one. Scar is such a great host. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, we didn't have earpieces or anything like that. We just, like there was speakers sort of projected into the room. That's what we heard. It was awesome seeing the whole crowd totally full, though. So I hope you guys had a great time, those of you who were there. Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. Right, the meet and greet. So the meet and greet time. So first of all, on Saturday, we did sort of an impromptu meet and greet on Saturday at the Minecraft booth. We didn't really plan it to be a meet and greet type thing. We were actually looking to get down to talk to Anthony, who's the Minecraft, who runs a lot of things for Minecraft at TwitchCon, who ran a lot of things for Minecraft at TwitchCon. But we ran into a bunch of fans, and we signed like autographs and talked to people and took photos for probably, man, like 5 or 6 hours on Saturday. I think that was Saturday. Was it Friday? I don't even know. Was it Friday? What happened? No, it was Saturday, right? No, you're right. It was Friday. It was Friday. Yeah, it was definitely Friday. It's all a blur, honestly. It's all a blur. It was Friday night. Yeah. So yeah, we went down to the Minecraft booth. We were just planning to like walk through the floor, and there was a couple like booths we wanted to visit, but we met a bunch of fans, and we ended up signing things for like 5-6 hours there. I'm really glad we were able to do that on Friday night because the meet and greet was on Saturday, and the meet and greet was kind of a disaster. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It was awesome to meet people, and we met a ton of awesome people there, but I think the problem was that we just had so many people show up, and we wanted to spend so much time with people, like actually talking with them, getting to know you guys, signing things, taking photographs. We wanted to spend so much time with each person individually that we struggled to get through everyone in time. I was actually told by Twitch staff like multiple times to like hurry it up, and I'm just like, I want to spend time with people. Like I'm gonna try to spend as much time as I can with each person. And at one point we were told our line was like 6 hours long, and we only had like a 2-hour meet and greet session. And I was like, I was ready to stay there for the whole 6 hours or however long it took to meet each person, right? But unfortunately, like the Twitch staff there, like have only certain hours that they could be there. So we ended up getting an extra hour anyway. Cause like, I was just like, I don't care. Like, I'm going to spend how much time I want to spend with people. Like, I'm going to try and spend as much time as I can with people. Cause if people come out to see us, like, we want to see you guys. We want to interact with you, and we want to give you guys the time you deserve with us to meet us and have fun with us. So yeah, we ended up sort of having to rush at the end because the line was so long. I'm not sure I'll do another meet and greet at TwitchCon. I think the like just impromptu meet and greet on Friday was actually much preferable for me than the official meet and greet. But if we do this again, I think we'll have to split up even further because we tried this year to split it up into groups of 4 hermits at different times instead of the same time. But there were still just so many people that we couldn't really accommodate everybody in like a reasonable time frame. So I think we'll have to split up even further the group like meet and greets and stuff. So yeah. The security at TwitchCon. So let me give you my view on the security at TwitchCon. So I actually think the security at TwitchCon this year was actually significantly increased and significantly better than it was last year, but still not good enough for what's necessary to protect the streamers. So let me give you an example, okay? So last year at TwitchCon, you were able to make it into the convention center without going through proper security. If you had what's called purple access, so you could actually, you wouldn't get checked by any security, like your bag wouldn't get checked or anything like that. If you had purple clearance, you would just go in the back entryway, which is the way that most panelists and people doing meet and greets and stuff come in. This year, that was not the case. There was like multiple checkpoints. There was like a metal detector you had to go through. There was like people checking your wristband at multiple stops before you even made it into the convention center. And then, even then, there was like people physically located like close to the partner lounges, close to the purple partner lounges, and throughout the event facility so that they actually had a lot more security than they had last year. So I think the security getting into the event was better, but once you were in the event, the security at the meet and greet area in particular was not adequate to protect the streamers. In fact, there was somebody who got assaulted at a meet and greet, unfortunately, at TwitchCon, where the guy was just basically able to just walk up to her, who shouldn't have been there. So it was kind of rough. There was also the issue that Scar had. There was no ramp to the TwitchCon stage. I believe that TwitchCon and Twitch itself has now reached out to Scar to do better next year, to have a ramp next year, so that everybody can get on the stage. Because Scar unfortunately could not make it up to the stage when Hermitcraft got the award and when he won the crown, and when he was coming out for the intros, they had to actually wheel him out from like the center of the crowd. So that was unfortunate, but they have reached out to him now to hopefully rectify that for next year. So yeah, that was kind of that was not great. That was not great. But I'm glad that they have reached out now. Yeah, I'm glad. Let's have a big HermitCon. Telling you, we need a Minecon. We need a Minecraft festival back. Minecraft festival back. That said, there were, like I said, there were some issues with the TwitchCon and TwitchCon security and stuff. I know that a lot of people had a pretty good time still, despite all the issues. Like I said, I think the security was actually a lot better than it was last year, like significantly better. But there were certain areas where they just didn't perform well. Straight up. What was your favorite interaction? There was a person who came from Italy to see me and the other hermits. They flew in to the US and landed in Florida, and then like drove across the country to be at TwitchCon to see us. So that was absolutely amazing to see that person. We had people from like the Philippines and Singapore and Japan, and I actually got to meet a Twitch ambassador from Japan who was super nice, who I had never known of before, but yeah, she was super nice, and yeah, super excited to meet everybody there, and that was probably my favorite interaction, meeting her from Japan. So that was cool. Yeah, I heard about the VTuber stuff. I was really disappointed to hear about that too. Yeah. Yep, for sure. So it was kind of a mixed bag. Like, it was wonderful to meet people. Everybody I met was awesome. Were very kind, and yeah, had a great time. Hopefully, meeting us. But yeah, there were some issues that yeah, unfortunately, were kind of not great. What happened with the VTubers? So apparently, the VTubers, I guess, I've heard at least, that the VTubers were given gifts, and the gifts were thrown out by Twitch staff instead of being shipped to the VTuber community. So that was kind of awful. That is actually really frustrating. That is actually really upsetting. So yeah, I think that is, yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Let's see. Crafter says, "Thank you for letting me sit by you at MCC. Had to move because of the light show and was so bummed I couldn't sit with my friends, but it was nice to talk to you there." Oh, no worries, Crafter. No worries. I'm glad. Or sorry, Cratter. Thank you so much, man. That's very cool. I'm glad that you could sit next to me, and it was an amazing MCC. Like seeing Scar and Green and Gem and Fruit all playing, like people who I know, and yeah, who are awesome creators, do so great after having a terrible first game, right? Coming all the way back, winning the event, and then winning the dodge bolt to take the copper crown was super cool. I thought the MCC, the story they had going through the MCC with the copper golem was really nice. The only thing I think they could have done to make it really spectacular was if they had, so they sort of hyped up this big copper golem this they called it like a copper daddy type thing. If they had like a giant like mechanical like 8-foot tall copper golem type thing that was like choom 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 like walking around the convention floor, that would have been peak. That would have been insane. The crowd would have just exploded. It would have been awesome. Because like people were sort of like looking around like, is there actually going to be like an actual like giant copper golem walking around? That would have been peak. That would have been absolutely insane. I was hoping for that to happen at like halftime, like they bring out the actual real life like cosplay copper golem thing with like a guy like walking on stilts or something with like actual like copper crown and all that stuff. It could have been sick. It could have been sick. Could have been sick. They can't come up with the ramp, so they're not going to get an actual golem. Actually true, Zoom. Actually true. It would have been sick, though. It would have been sick. It would have been sick. We needed that to happen. I really wish they would have done it. I really wish they would have done it. It would have been sick. I did get the chance to walk around TwitchCon a little bit. Let me go back to some Minecraft stuff. Bada bing. There we go. I did get to walk around TwitchCon a little bit. I got to see a little bit of Artist's Alley, which was crazy. Like the amount of talent they have from people in Artist Alley is just crazy. Like there was mugs, there was t-shirts, there was paintings and drawings and all sorts of like little characters that people had, like really, really incredible stuff. Really, really incredible stuff. You want to go next year? So much things. I hope things go better next time. Wish I could have gone this year. Fair enough, J-Mac. Yeah. Fair enough. It was awesome hanging out with the Hermits as well, because like I haven't seen them since April, since the Gamers Outreach event, and it was awesome to see them again, hang out with them for some time, go out and have fun with them. It was a great time. It's a great time. Out of all of it, what was your favorite part of the entire con? My favorite part of the entire con was meeting people. Meeting people from across the world and just like sharing our experiences with Minecraft, with Hermitcraft, with other people. So that was my favorite part. Meeting people was awesome. Was very, very cool. Very, very cool. Your favorite part was when they got that you chanted MCC. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Did you see some fun Hermit cosplay? I did. I saw a bunch of people dressed up as Ren the King, many Pearl people, some pesky birds, some falses. I saw some people who showed me some clips of people dressed up as Cub at other cons. Some convex cosplays. It was awesome. It was awesome. It was very cool. Yeah, I saw quite a lot of cosplays of the Hermits. It was awesome to see. Kirsten on Twitch says, when are you going to meet people on the East Coast? That is a great question, Kirsten. I've looked into... I don't believe I have the time to do that until next year. But I do want to get to the US East Coast because that's sort of the one area where... the one section of the world where we haven't really met people yet. Like we've been to the West Coast with Vegas. Or I've personally been to the West Coast with like Vegas and San Diego. But we have not been to the East Coast of the US. So that's something I'm looking into. I am going to try next year to attend events that are elsewhere other than just San Diego. That's sort of my goal. I realized from this year and last year, sort of how much location affects who can come to events. So I'm going to go out of my way to go to far away spots on the globe so that people who are fans there can go and see me. So I am going to be considering going to TwitchCon EU this year and PAX Australia. is one of the ones I definitely want to try and get to. So yeah, it should be cool. Gonna go see Pearl in Australia. Should be awesome. Should be awesome. So TwitchCon, I think TwitchCon EU is right now probably a maybe, but I think PAX Australia I definitely want to go to. So yeah. It'll be cool. It'll be cool. That'll be like next year, like a year from now. But yeah, I do want to try and get to the East Coast, US. I looked into PAX East, but I think it's kind of too late for that right now. It's like coming up in March, so that's pretty soon. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I definitely want to go to different spots that I have not gone to, just so that if there are fans in that area, they can come and see me without traveling like 1,000 miles, you know. So yeah. Do you have plans for season 11 that you're willing to share? Yeah, I've actually thought a lot about season 11. And I guess the biggest thing I can share is that I want to make a second golf course during the season for people to play. The reason being is because if those of you who have not watched, if you weren't around during season 6, you probably have not experienced Trident Golf, which is the greatest Minecraft sport. Ghastketball is right up there. Ghastketball is very, very close, but it's not the best. The best is by far Trident Golf. So we're gonna be building a new Trident Golf course. Want to make it a full 18-hole course, and I want to try and make it as fun as possible. Like the goal is not going to be with the actual golf course I made in season 6, the Concord Country Club. That course was meant to be like an actual golf course. This one, I think we're just going to try and have as much fun as possible with it. Sort of similar to what we did with the Ryder Cup that we had in season 6 with False, Suma, Joe, and Scar. So yeah, we're going to try and make it as fun as possible. Should be a lot of fun. Should be a lot of fun. Can you ender golf with the spear lunge? Let's test it out, actually. We can test it out right here. We're actually in the snapshot here with the spear, testing out the new lunge mechanics, which, if you don't know, they changed the spear a little bit. Let's see if we can, actually. We do. No, I don't think you can, because the spear has a right-click functionality as well. No, you can't do the offhand pearl. Although, maybe... No, you can't. You might be able to... Oh, you can get a little extra distance. Yeah, so maybe a little bit. Kind of do it with the spear, but nothing like the trident. Nothing like the trident. Nothing like the trident. Kirsten on Twitch says, are the horns too much work to continue to the next season? I don't believe I'll be doing too much with the horns. But some of the really good ones, maybe. We'll see. But in general, probably won't be doing that this next season, personally. It's up to... Another Hermit could pick it up if they wanted, but it probably won't be something I focus on next season. But yeah, we're going to be building a golf course. That's the only thing I can confirm at this time. So yeah, that's one of the things I want to do. So that should be fun. I'm also going to be changing up how I actually make videos. Up to this point, I've sort of stayed kind of in the old Let's Play format of videos. I'm going to be kind of changing that up and basically making videos kind of in a new way now. So that's probably going to be the biggest change that people notice from previous seasons, is like the way I make videos is going to be completely changed. Such that there's going to be a lot of I don't know how to really explain it, but there's going to be more of a focus on episodes that stand alone by themselves rather than just like an episodic Let's Play type thing. So yeah, a bit more editing on my end, a bit more work on my end, but I think it should be a lot more compelling story-wise and easier to follow. Because I think my episodes in particular have gotten to the point where I do a lot of cool stuff, but it's not as apparent because of the way I make an episode. So the episodes are going to become more more standalone than episodic, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be pretty cool. You guys might have seen some of that in the recent videos that I made with the Elytra video and the Hermitcraft hot seat video. So that's sort of kind of like the way I'm heading with the channel. So yeah, more project focus. Yeah, I think that's a good way to describe it. Yeah. Yep. So it should be pretty cool. Should be pretty cool. Hermitcraft hot seat was fantastic. I'm glad. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah. You loved the hot seat video. I'm glad to hear. Glad to hear it. Yeah, the hot seat video was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun, and I think I want to do some more stuff like that in the near future. Should be really cool. So yeah, I'm very excited about season 11 though. Very excited about season 11. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Oh, by the way, I want to say, those of you guys who have followed on Twitter might have seen my tweet that I put out yesterday about maybe not everything was revealed about Hermitcraft season 11. That could be revealed. I just want to say that tweet that I put out is not a bait. There is some stuff that we have not yet shown. And I just wanted people to know. I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not going to talk about it anymore, but I just wanted to know that is not a bait tweet. That is a real thing. There is some stuff that we have not talked about that will be seen on Hermitcraft 11. So there you go. I'm not gonna talk anymore about that. I'm just gonna put that out there so you guys know that it's a thing. There you go. Stop the smirking. I think people will be. I don't know how people will. I'm not gonna say anything. It'll be cool. I think people will enjoy it. That's all I'll say. Okay. I'll give you one hint. Guys. I'll give you one hint. It's not a very good hint, but I'll give you one hint. Okay. Here's your one hint regarding the tweet. It's something that on Hermitcraft we have not seen before. That's all I'm saying. No more hints. That's it. That's all you get. That's all I can say. If I said any more, it would be too obvious, but you will know very, very soon what it is. That's all I can say. Anyways, so that's the story of TwitchCon. I do have some photos from TwitchCon. Let me quickly. I didn't take a whole lot of photos because I was so busy during the whole TwitchCon, like just an insane amount of stuff. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can quickly jump here. Let's see if this works. We'll see. Hey, there we go. Okay, sweet. So yeah, this was us. So Scar, Ren, False, and me. This was us just before the meet and greet. Just before the meet and greet on Saturday. So that was super cool. Yeah, I shared this on Twitter. You guys might have seen that, but I thought it was a really great photo of us, actually. This was just us getting ready behind the scenes in the meet and greet room. And this is pretty much like the only photo I have from the whole event. I did take a photo of the crowd, like the meet and greet crowd and stuff, which is probably here. Yes, this was the crowd. Maybe you spot yourself in the meet and greet. But yeah, this was the line here going back. So yeah. And there was one person, this person right here, was the only person who noticed I was taking a photo. No, this person too. Let's go. So yeah, very cool. So maybe you can spot yourself there. This guy also might have known. Very good. Very good. You can see yourself. Let's go. Let's go. Cratter, you're in here. Yep, you're in here, Cratter. Very good. So yeah, this was the meet and greet. This was the floor. So yeah, there was like the Minecraft booth, I think, was like over to the left side over this way. And then the Rivals arena was to the right, I believe. So yeah. Very, very cool. I didn't take too many photos though, because I was just so busy throughout the whole weekend. It was just a crazy time. Like I was busy constantly, more or less. So yeah, that was great. Very good. Very good. Some people in the chat were there. Let's go. So yeah, those are like the two photos that I have pretty much. So yeah, didn't really take too many photos. But yeah, we got to meet a lot of awesome people. I think someone, let me actually go back here. Where is, where is, let me go back here real quick. Yeah, this was me in the crowd right here. MCC, do you know the words? So we were like I was like in the backside of the crowd, at the Twitch Rivals arena. And yeah, we had some awesome people like sitting next to me and everything. So super awesome. Super fun time. And yeah, really enjoyable. So yeah, there we go. There we go. Cratter, you were the one trying to get out of the way. All good, all good. It was awesome meeting you. Yeah, you were an awesome person. Yeah, it was a fun MCC. Yeah, it was great. Sweet. So yeah, I didn't really take too many photos, like I said. I'm sure there's tons of photos you can find of me with other hermits online, but yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. MCC, do you know the words? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. All right. So, let's see. Anything else you guys want to know about TwitchCon? I can answer some more questions if you want to know more about TwitchCon and what happened and what things were like there. Any questions about TwitchCon? Blending the Cucumber says, when I met you, I just panicked and started talking about MCCI fishing. I remember that. I absolutely love MCCI fishing, though. So that's awesome. Do you think you'll go again next year? Like I said, I think I want to try and focus on going to different events elsewhere. Not just in San Diego. So, like, just from that sort of perspective, because, like, I really like San Diego as a town. But having been there twice now, I feel like going back a third time might be limiting to like the people who have already been to TwitchCon. So I might go back. I'm not sure. I don't know. There was also the issues that they had this year, which I was not happy about. Some of those things that happened. I would say it's a definite maybe. And sort of leaning toward not going next year for me personally. And I'll instead focus on events elsewhere in the world, is what I'm trying to say. So right now, I'm probably going to be going to different events, is what I'm saying. TwitchCon US is going to be in San Diego through 2028. Where would you want it to be in 2029? Chicago. Chicago. Much easier for me to get to. Lot to do. And yeah, that's where I want it to be. not an easy, not a hard question. Not a hard question. I'd prefer it to be in Chicago. I'd actually, legitimately, I would prefer if TwitchCon moved every year to a different city, not just in the U.S. but like around the world. Just because I think it makes it more accessible to people. And I feel like that's not emphasized enough, having it in the same spot every year. You know? But I do get it that it's like easier to set up every year as well for Twitch themselves. So I kind of get both things, but for me, like, I want to go to new places and have new experience with people, you know? New locations, yeah. That's my thing. That's my thing. Put it in McCormick Place. There you go. Let's go. Let's go. Burke, thank you so much for gifting a sub to the Life of L. Thank you so much, Burke. Purple Kitty 12 as well with the 3 months. It's 3 months while I'm in the grocery store. Lol, keep up the amazing work, Cub. Thank you so much, Purple Fire Kitty. Much appreciated. Hopefully you get all the groceries you need in there, man. that would be ideal. But thank you so much for subscribing from the grocery store. That's awesome. Pick up something good. Pick up something tasty. Patience Giraffe, thank you for the 32 months, 44 in total. Thank you, Patience Giraffe. Much appreciated for the 32 months in a row, 44 in total. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Hendo Emperor says, "How was Twitchcon, Cub?" It was good. I still liked it despite some of the issues that others had, and the issues with the meet and greet. I still had a good time, especially meeting all the awesome people that came out to see us. So I liked it, but there were some issues that were not great. To put it bluntly, like, there were some issues with accessibility and security. Although I think that, like I said before, the security I thought was definitely better and more apparent, but it still was, like, the security coming into the event was much better, like, legitimately much better. But once you're inside the event, the security was not in the right spots and things were not as secure as they should have been. What do you think of MCC having a team of primarily non-Minecrafters? They seem disappointed they didn't have more crowd support. Bambi, that's a great question. So I think it's good they have some non-Minecrafters. Obviously, like, if you're not playing Minecraft and haven't participated in MCC again, and your audience is not as familiar, I think that probably contributed to why they might not have had as much support. I will say it was kind of, I don't want to say bad, but it was disheartening to me to see people who didn't play Minecraft get very confused when they couldn't break the trial chamber spawners in, I believe it was survival games. And I was just like, okay, maybe you should know a little bit about the game when you're playing. So I thought it was good to have non-Minecrafters, but I don't know, maybe they could have mixed the teams a little bit better, so that those teams weren't confused at certain points. But I did laugh when they tried to break the trial chamber spawners and it just didn't break at all because they were unfamiliar with the mechanic of the trial chamber spawner. Who did that happen to? Man, what team was it? I forget who it happened to, but I was laughing when it happened because they were like, break the spawner, and it was like just not happening. It was kind of funny. They could have used, like, what they could do with a team like that. They could, like, have, like, a coach for the MCC team. I think that would be kind of a cool thing to do. Like, have coaches for the MCC teams. So, like, I could have coached that team on some things and, like, explain some things, or, like, giving them tips on strategy, how to do things. That could be an opportunity that they have next year. And then you could have, like, the coaches give interviews during the games about how the team is doing. It might be a little chaotic, but it could be a really fun thing. Could be a really fun thing to have. But yeah, they do that in other events. Yeah, like Rising, Underdog, stuff like that. Yeah. So that could be something they do for another Rivals event, for sure. But just to make sure, like, especially with the teams that aren't as familiar with Minecraft, that they know all the mechanics. And maybe especially in, like, games like Grid Runners or Bingo, if they had Bingo, a coach could actually be really, really helpful to say, hey, do this thing real quick, or this is what I think you need to do, or this is how this puzzle is done. It could be a real game changer. And then you could, like, sort of center the team and have, like, a little team meeting, and it could be cool. It could be cool. So I thought it was fine that they had non-Minecrafters, but there were some moments during the event where it was like, okay, this could have been communicated better, or they needed additional like guidance somehow, you know. But great question. Great question. Great question. Dark Typing says, did they limit the number of hermits who could participate in MCC TwitchCon Rivals this year? I don't think so. I think there's just a limited number of slots, and there's so many people that want to participate because it's an awesome event. And Nox Crew puts on like a... They got, you know, the best games, I think, of pretty much any minigame event. And there's a limited number of slots. So not everybody gets in every time, right? So I think it's just that. And they want to also balance the teams. So sometimes, you know, somebody might not fit on a team very well because, you know, they have, you know, they might be, you know, too good and would overpower the team, like would overpower all the other teams. Or they might not be good enough and the team might be too weak to compete. So they want to try and balance. Balancing all that is not an easy job for Scott to do. So I think it's just more, they just want to get a balance between everybody and make sure everybody has a chance to win. And it, like the playing field is pretty level, more or less, to make it interesting. Which I think they did a pretty good job of during this MCC. So I think it's just more of that stuff. More stuff like that. Patient Giraffe says, the lights were so bright for the streamers too. Audio issues and broken keyboards. There were some issues with that stuff. I know from the audience perspective, like when I watched it on the screen, I could see Hannah was like flashbanged by a ring light. Hannah Rose. And I think, I want to say Scott was also flashbanged, but some other people looked fine. Like some other people were fine. I think it had to do with the lighting and how the lights themselves were set up, plus like the ring light. So yeah, certain people were definitely flashbanged. Like they definitely had like way too much light on them at some points. Yeah, False was wearing her sunglasses. Ren put his on. I think Ollie was wearing sunglasses. Grian had a visor he put on at one point. Scar had... A lot of people with sunglasses. Scar had sunglasses. Like his aviators were on. So yeah, the lighting. I heard the microphones were better this year. So that's a positive. But there was some lighting issues which were not great. AMZ joke they were being raptured. That's awesome. That's awesome. That makes sense, though. It did seem like that at some points. It did seem like that at some points, for sure. Yeah. Speaker was blasting and shaking Scar's entire setup. Yeah, I'll let Scar speak on that. Because he knows more about that than I do, but... Yeah, he had some other issues besides just the ramp thing that he was not too pleased about. But yeah, and that should have been fixed and weren't fixed and weren't addressed. So yeah, there were some issues for sure. For sure. Mic issues were bad before the event. I heard the mics were pretty good actually. I mean, obviously with it being a headset and different from people's like regular setup, there's gonna be some audio issues all the time. Like, cause like right here, like I have like a professional like mic setup here with like so I got like a pop filter on this, then I got another pop filter, then I got it's like isolated via this ring up here, and then that's attached to a big boom arm, so I can move it like back here, or up out of the frame. So like, obviously something like this probably is not really possible. So the audio is just not going to, straight up just not going to be ever as good as what you have like in your regular setup. But that said, you know, I think it was improved, at least from what I heard from most people. So you have to give them some leeway there, because it's just not going to be the same as like a regular setup, right? Think they could redo the entire arena to make it better for the stadium. They have is not the best for this. Yeah, from the audience perspective, it is kind of... I don't know like how they would alter it though, is the thing. Like, because they need that big setup because there's 40 people. So they need like a large area where the gamers are, and they have to separate the audience, and they have to have the hosts too. I think maybe they could have, I don't know how they could do like stadium seating, maybe. I think at TwitchCon EU, they kind of they have like a stadium, like rows of seats that like make sure that you can see the stage and see the competitors. I think that might be better. Because the way it was at San Diego, it was just like a flat, like just flat seating. So you couldn't really see to the stage most times, like where the hosts were speaking, like where Kara and Jojo were speaking at. So that was kind of rough too. So yeah, there's a lot of areas to improve. A lot of areas to improve. Rotterdam was the same setup, but seating was stadium. Yeah, I think stadium seating would be better. Just in general, not just for MCC, but for the other events as well. I think stadium seating would be better. Was Grian as insufferable after winning as Jem said he would be? He was actually how do I put it? After winning, Grian was obviously very excited to have won, and he was kind of in disbelief. Because like as somebody who's won before, let me just show you. There we go. As somebody who has a crown myself, which we won in Vegas in 2023 to get the crown itself. Look at that. Shiny. Yeah. I sort of know that when you win, like when you go into Dodgeball during Rivals in person, it's a totally different experience from when you do that in regular MCC, because you hear the crowd react whenever you make a cool play or shoot somebody down in Dodgeball, and you really get your adrenaline going. And so it's sort of a whirlwind when you go from like the actual event into Dodgeball, and then like into like an interview, and then like you have the big moment when you win, and then you're basically like rushed away from the stage because they have to tear down the whole set. And it all happens super, super quick. So it's kind of like you're almost like overwhelmed as all this stuff happens in very, very quick succession. So I would say he was more gracious and excited to have won than anything else. So yeah. Kind of cool. Are the crowns as heavy as they looked like? Yes. The crowns are very heavy. This is probably... One sec. This is probably... Like, this is heavy plastic. Like, super heavy plastic with, like, foil around the top, which is why it kind of shines a little bit. The copper crowns, I did not get my hand on one, but the copper crowns I heard were quite heavy. I think actually not made of like copper metal, but like wood and like polymer perhaps. So yeah, I believe the crowns were actually pretty heavy. Scar was actually having a little bit of difficulty wearing it because it was so heavy. They looked heavy too. Yeah. Yeah, Scar couldn't wear it. He needed some help from Jem to wear it. But yeah. Those Diamond Awards look super heavy as well for some reason. Those were also pretty sturdy. Like, they were pretty hefty awards. They were also pretty big. So yeah. Yeah, good question though. Good question. Hold on. I've been practicing the attribute swapping. Hang on. Yeah, let's go. Oops, hang on. Did Scar take the Crafty? I believe so. I'm pretty sure. I think Scar is planning on something from TwitchCon, but I don't want to spoil too much. Here's a question from Life of L. Did Twitch post those home of yours, or do you need to make arrangements to get things back home? So I know for me, good question. So the question is, does Twitch post those home for you, or do you need to make arrangements to get those things back home? So things like the crown, like this, or things like, for instance, the signs. Like this type of sign. Whoops. About to fall over some stuff I got here. They do not post the stuff to you. So you have to ship it back on your own or take it in your suitcase back. So yeah, Twitch does not really ship those things to you. At least they didn't when I won. They might now. I'm not exactly sure. But if I had to guess, I would say they probably just have you take it back, is my guess. But I'm not 100% sure. Have to ask Scar on that one. But I know I had to ship mine back because mine could not fit in my suitcase. Because doing that for 40 people would be, I guess, too much for the multi-billion-dollar company. Oh! Yeah, that's right. I called him out. I called him out on it. You aren't wrong. Yeah, that's true. Very true. Oh, that's good. That's good, Mugu. Yeah. The Crafty Awards might be different, too, because those were given out by Mojang and not Twitch, so it could be a different thing. Marmello says, does that mean anything you get from fans you are also in charge of? Yes. Yes. The one thing from TwitchCon that I think they should really do every year, and it helped this year a lot, was give out those bags. There was like a TwitchCon 10th anniversary bag they gave out. If they gave out they gave out those bags every year, that would be great. Like, that was fantastic. They gave those out this year when you picked up your stuff. Also, a company owned by Amazon can't ship stuff. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. What they should do, honestly, is they should set up like a post office type thing in the convention hall. Like a little, like, just have one person man it and like ship out stuff that people get at TwitchCon. Especially some of the bigger stuff. That would be really nice, actually. They did something like that. Oh, they did have a FedEx? Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know that. Was that on the convention floor, Cratter? That's awesome, if so. They did give out the bags last year. They were tan in color? Oh, I didn't even know, Soda Pop. I was there last year. I must have missed that for some reason. Or maybe I just didn't get one for some reason. Ask Twitch to do anything. You're asking too much. I don't think so, honestly. I think Twitch is actually somewhat accommodating. I feel, like I said, I feel like they did increase security pretty dramatically. I actually tried to get into the convention on Friday morning, the first day of the convention. I tried to go in the conventional way. And I had to go through one security checkpoint. Then there was like a 2-hour-long wait, which I didn't want to do. And so I tried to go a different way in, and there was a guy that stopped me and was like, "Hey, you can't go in this way. You got to go back to the main line." And I was like, "But I got this access pass. I got a panel I got to get to." And he's like, "I'm sorry, you got to go the other way." And so I thought it was pretty great. The one thing that I think is tough for people to really like wrap their head around when it comes to TwitchCon security is that there's the security is not really security. what I mean by that is, if people are gonna try to find a way into a convention hall, they can get into the convention hall. Because there's always going to be ways out quickly because of fire concerns. Like if there's an earthquake, you need people to be able to get out of the building quickly. So there's going to be ways to exit fast. And if somebody were to plan with somebody to like let somebody in, there's not really a good way to prevent that. Unfortunately. It's just a deterrent, really. So it's very tough to secure such a large convention hall. But like I said, I do think the security was better than it was last year, for sure. And yeah, it's not like it's a prison, exactly, yeah. Exactly. Hexton, thank you so much for the 17 months. Very much appreciated, Hexton. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For being a continued awesome member of this community. Thank you, Hex. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Let's see. Patience Giraffe says... Oh, that's a question for Puma. Anybody have any other questions on TwitchCon? About what we did at TwitchCon? What happened at TwitchCon? Oh, I also got to see... I got to go to the Gamers Outreach booth at on Saturday, I think? Or was it Friday? No, it was Saturday. Yeah, Saturday I went to the Gamers Outreach booth. Got to see some people from the... Gamers Outreach area and got to see some of the carts, which was awesome. So yeah, it was awesome to see people there, the Gamers Outreach booth. Did you stay in a hermit house? No. Did not stay in any sort of hermit house at the convention. Stayed in a hotel. Did we get to hang out with the hermits off premises? Yes, pretty frequently actually. Yeah, we hung out pretty much the whole convention outside of TwitchCon and during TwitchCon. So yeah, yeah, it was awesome. We went out to eat dinner. We went out to eat dinner multiple times. We hung out and talked a bunch. There was a crisis at one point that I'll let other people talk about a little bit, if they want to, that we had to deal with together. Yeah, there was quite a few things. Was there anything you wished you could have caught that you missed at TwitchCon? Ash asks that. Ash Potato. Was there anything I wished I would have caught? I wish I could have spent some more time with people at the meet and greet, because like I said, I thought we were kind of forced by the Twitch staff to rush through the final hour, especially of the meet and greet. So I wish I could have spent more time meeting people. I also wanted to check out some of the booths that people had around, like some Stream Elements booths, and the Phasmophobia booth was one I wanted to check out, as well as some other like smaller indie games. Wanted to check those out, and I heard maybe some of you guys were there. There was a Hermitcraft TCG like event at the trading card area. I wanted to check that out. I didn't get a chance to check that out. So yeah, definitely wanted to do some other things there. But you can't do everything, right? It's such a big convention. There's so much stuff to do. It's tough to hit everything. But there was people playing Hermitcraft TCG there. So yeah, that was cool. So I would have liked to have seen that. I think Ren played Magic and like won a bunch of stuff. You'll have to ask him on when Ren gets on his stream, but I think Ren won a bunch of Magic matches and played a few Magic matches, which was awesome. So that's cool. Did you go see any of the other panels? Yes, I did, Purple Fire Kitty. Good question. I went to go see the Women in Minecraft panel with Michaela, with Sniffer, with Gracie, and several other people. That was a really informative panel to see. Talking about how their experiences as women has impacted their lived experience in Minecraft, and how, you know, guys can do better incorporating women into their play, and you know how you know, some of the challenges that they have to overcome being a woman in a content creator space. So it was great. It was great. I thought they put on a phenomenal panel. Really, really cool to see, and really informative too. So yeah, I was definitely happy to watch that panel. Yeah. So I was in the crowd. It was also awesome to see some other content creators there. Like I know Tubbo was there, Amesy was there, False came with me to it. False actually was the one who wanted to go see it, so we went to go see that. So it was great. It was great. Yeah. So yeah, with the Women in Minecraft panel is the one panel I got to see. Pretty great stuff. Pretty great stuff. MC Leslie, thank you for gifting a sub to Cherry. Much appreciated, MC Leslie. Thank you, thank you. Greatly appreciate you gifting that sub. Oh, you love watching the soccer match? Oh, I wanted to see the soccer match. I didn't get the chance to see it. I was traveling during Monday. I also do want to... this is kind of a personal thing, guys, but I do want to apologize if any of you guys met me on Sunday. I actually got some really bad news about a family member of mine who's gotten diagnosed with multiple bad things in the last day and a half, 2 days. So I just want to say, if you guys met me on Sunday, I might have been a little bit off. I might have been seemed a little bit sad. It's because I got some very bad news about a family member of mine. So just want to say sorry if I seemed a little off on Sunday, because I got some pretty bad news. So yeah. Yeah, sorry about that if you met me on Sunday, because I was not in the right headspace on Sunday to meet people probably, so apologies if you guys did see me on Sunday and I was not my normal self. So yeah, unfortunately my grandmother got diagnosed with cancer on Sunday and was also hospitalized and a bunch of other bad things. So yeah, thank you guys for the support in the chat on that. But yeah, I apologize if I was not myself on Sunday. It was a kind of a tough thing to hear. It was not something you want to hear anytime. Much less at like a convention like that. So yeah, appreciate you guys. Yeah, fuck cancer. Yeah. Sucks. But she's doing treatment right now. She had a surgery yesterday to help with some other things, and so yeah, thank you guys for understanding. Greatly appreciate it. No, Daphne, this is actually my other grandma. I'm fortunate enough to have both grandmothers still alive, so it's actually a different grandmother. Not the New Year's predictions ones. Who is actually even older than this grandma. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that in case you met me on Sunday. I didn't meet too many people on Sunday after MCC, but if you did, I just wanted to make sure you guys knew I was maybe if I was seeming a little off. That's probably why. Chalice asks, "How are you feeling? Any ConFlu? So far, so good. Fingers crossed on that." I was pretty careful to make sure and use hand sanitizer and things throughout the convention. Washed hands frequently, stuff like that. So far, so good. I'm hoping that the other hermits are in the same boat and have not gotten sick. As far as I know, no one has gotten sick yet, but we'll see over the next few days how it goes. So yeah. Let's see. SpongeFool89 says, "I am pretty sure someone predicted the spear ironically when the hint for it came out." All right, so I got something to share about the spear. So those of you guys who follow me on Twitter, you guys know that I may or may not have hinted at spears and the Nautilus about a week before they were actually released. So I was actually talking with some of the Mojang guys, at TwitchCon about this. And so I was meeting and greeting with people at the Minecraft booth when Anthony walked up to me and he said, "Hey, really liked your tweets about the about the spear and the Nautilus." And I was like, "Oh no." I was like, "Oh shoot." They know, guys. And so I was like, "Oh, my bad about that. I didn't mean to spoil something." But luckily they were super cool about it and we're like, "Oh no. We loved it." And so I was like, "Whew. Man, that was a close one." Yeah, Anthony did call me out on it. Cuz I know they saw it. And I tried to be real subtle about it. Like not directly confirming that I knew something cuz I didn't actually know anything. Like legitimately. It was just that there were some leaks that I found to be very credible from people that I know and people that I like know of online and communicate with. So I was like, "Hey, I'm sorry about those tweets. I didn't mean to spoil anything." He was like, "No, it's cool. It's cool. I loved it." So there you go. There you go. I'm just glad they weren't super upset. And I also I actually legit did not know for sure if it was a thing. I just strongly suspected it based on the way that Mojang does things. I kind of figured that those leaks in particular were actually real. And they turned out to be real. So there you go. There you go. Captain Leak. Exactly. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Phil Hall Bio says, "Question if not covered, how can Twitch improve?" Let me scroll back up here. "How can Twitch improve meet and greet organization? 1.5 hour overruns, not fair on hermits." Yes. So I think I've talked about this a little bit, but I think that the main thing is that they and we hermits just have to basically split up more. And that would make the lines a lot shorter, to be honest. So I think that's part of it. And I think maybe if there was like an overrun area, so if you go over time, if you could somehow move the line over to like a new section, that would be very useful. If you wanted to, like if that was an option, that would be nice. So that's two ways you could do it, I think. So yeah. Welcome, Fwip Raiders. Hello, everybody coming over from Fwip. Hello. Hello, everybody. We're talking about TwitchCon today. We just got back from TwitchCon. We got some awesome stuff from people. Check this out. Hold on. Let me show you guys. We got an awesome like Ghastketball plushie. We got a Jevin plushie. We got tons of awesome like artwork and things. So yeah, kind of a cool thing, like a little real life plushie. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw it last night. The NBA on NBC is back. Let's go. Had an interview with Michael Jordan. Kind of awesome. Just saying. I watched a little bit of it. It was actually a really good game. Oklahoma City and Houston. So yeah, kind of cool. So yeah, got some awesome stuff from TwitchCon. Met a lot of awesome people. There you go, Scowy Guy. Basketball, gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it. Do you guys want to see some more stuff I got from TwitchCon? Or have any other questions about TwitchCon and stuff? Because we just got back Monday, actually. Monday night. Got back into hometown. I got a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff here I can show you guys. Quite a bit of fan art. Cool things that people gave me. We can give it a go. What was the favorite thing you ate at TwitchCon? My favorite thing I ate was actually a salmon bowl that I had at a restaurant. It was like salmon, like some lima beans, some almonds, some onions, some carrots, some whole bunch of different greens. With like this cool like sauce. Really well done. It was really, really good. So that was probably the best thing I ate there. Let me get out some stuff here. I'll show you guys some stuff. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. I'm gonna open up this tube. I believe this is Chalice gave me this. I actually have not opened this yet. This is one of the few things I don't actually know what this is. So we're gonna see what it is right now. So we'll see. Give me a second. Let me put on my thing. I'll also go full screen here with the webcam. There we go. Sweet. There we are. Hey, hello. All right. So this is a big tube. Mystery tube. What could it be? What mysteries await? What could be inside? Can't actually see anything. There's nothing here. All right. We're going to open this. No sound? There should be sound. You muted. Okay, all good, all good. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, baby. Some papers inside the tube. Yo! Oh my gosh, this is incredible. Yo! From M Geeking Out. Yo, check this out. Holy smokes, look at that. Some beautiful art of the Season 10 base area. Look at that. Wow. That is really, really cool. Yo. Got the skull. Got the little alleys. Got the amethyst. The wall. The mountains in the background. The skulk even climbing the gold, but not the amethyst. That is some good attention to detail. You see that back there, chat? Wow. That is really spectacular. You can see like the towers. I can point this out. See the towers back there? That's super cool. Yo, that is sick. Thank you so much, I'm Geeking Out. My goodness. That is beautiful. That is phenomenal. Like, actually insanely good. Wow. And even, like, it's actually a huge piece of paper. If I, like, zoom out here, you can see the whole thing. Actually enormous, but wow. Look at that. You got a little skulk here along the outside of the wall. A little bit of it climbing up a little bit. That is fantastic. Wow. That is really, really cool. Thank you so much for that art. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, I gotta frame some of these. I'll show you. This one is phenomenal, and I gotta frame some of these. Oh, let's go. Oh my god. Okay. I've seen this one before, but this is the first time I've actually seen it in person on paper here. Look at this. Look at this. Wow. Oh my god. That is phenomenal. So it's once again from M Geeking Out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Chalice, for delivering this. So it's me with a whole bunch of ideas. See, there's fletching tables in there, there's planets, there's like some oars, there's some golf clubs, there's a basketball in there, there's some Minecraft blocks, yeah, some Vex magic in there, there's a capybara in there in the back, which is an awesome animal that I like, there's some UFOs, there's some fireworks stuff, holy smokes, so cool. You bought it, Chalice, oh my god, that's awesome, thank you so much, that's so generous of you. That is so cool. And even the like down here on the lab coat, it's even got like the dyes from the fireworks and stuff. Oh my god, so cool. Giving the little side eye as well. It's like looking over, right? Thank you so much, Chalice, and thank you so much, I'm Geeking Out, for creating this art. Awesome stuff. I may have to frame these. Like honestly, these are really cool. So creative, man, oh man. Because I saw this. This is one of the ones I saw on Twitter. There's also like a Joker card up there. Like all the little details in there. Like if you really zoom in, you can see like all these little details inside. Fletching table. One day, guys. One day we're getting that fletching table functionality. So that's absolutely amazing. Wow, both these pieces are just phenomenal. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. That's so cool. Wow. Oh my gosh. Just awesome. Just awesome stuff. All right, so that is something I had not seen before. So yeah, thank you so much for that. That was really cool. I didn't know what to expect. Let me get some things over here. 1 second. Let me organize some stuff. One moment. Bum, bum, bum. Oh. Okay. Move some stuff out of the way. Over here. Over here we got some phenomenal art. I believe this is from Apple Struda. Says thank you for every wonderful thing you create. And so it's a collage of me, Ren, False, Gem, Grian, Scar, Tango, Impulse, Skiz, all in one. Really cool art. If we zoom out like this, this is a really cool piece. Whoops. Super nice. Like the details on this, absolutely phenomenal. Like if you zoom in, like right here, there's actually, there's actually my base right there. It says Cub on there. You got the fireworks. You got like the fireworks exploding. You got one in my hand, like a little crossbow thing. Yeah, really nice. Really nice. I may have to frame this one too, honestly. This is super nice. This actually goes really well with the one I got in 2016 from, I think, Slowy XP, which I actually already have framed. So yeah, might have to get another one for something like this. So super nice. Super nice. And yeah, you can see like Green holding the permits down here. He's got a fishing rod. Permit Master Pearl over here with their bag and her hat. Pulse has her like big business briefcase. Ren has his Gigacorp stuff on. Yeah, Impulse has like the cyberpunk glasses. Just so many details. So many details. And you can see like even some of the builds in the back, like Scar's trains in the back. Phenomenal stuff. Phenomenal stuff. So yeah, that's one of the awesome art pieces. I don't have very good lighting in here, I'm realizing. But yeah, you can kind of make it out here. So yeah. We zoom in. Hopefully you can kind of see that. That's really cool. Let's see. We got more stuff here. Let's see. I believe Chalice also gave me this. This is like a nice little notepad thing that has my channel name on it and then like some lines under it. So it's like a notepad type thing with a bunch of pages on it. So thank you again, Chalice, for this. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, then we got a bunch of stuff here. Crazy amount of stuff here. So I got an unbelievable amount of bracelets and things. So like here's one, for instance. It says Twitchcon on it. We got a Cub bracelet here. Cub bracelet here. I love that these are all like the right colors too, like the blues, light blues, dark blues, stuff like that. And when I say I have like hundreds of these, I mean literally like hundreds of these. So if I can like this, yeah, like all these, there's like a dozen here, like a dozen here. Got a nice little like locket, like some nice little like art of me. So yeah, like there's like 100 bracelets here. People gave me some cool like things. Got like a little poppy. I could put this like back here somewhere, or like I could like pin it up here or something. That could be kind of cool. That could be kind of cool. We got some like people like gifted me like flowers and stuff. So like we got some like beautiful flowers stuff. We can like put some in our hair, right? Bam. Bam. I'm a princess. Let's see what else we got. We got like a little Cub Keychain type thing. My character on there. Looks pretty good. Pretty sick, you can see. Oh, flowers are falling. Let's see. Even more bracelets. Oh, the flowers, no. Even more bracelets. Say, you know, firework. This one says firework here. I don't know if you can really see it that well, but it does say firework on there. We got even more bracelets. This one says Cub. Rub-a-dub Cub. Which is kind of cool. So that's great. I think this is actually... This was actually in the thing Chalice gave me as well, I believe. I think this is... Yeah, this is the Fisher Space Pen. Precision steel socket, ultra hard tungsten carbide ball, thixotropic viscoelastic ink, black medium tip. Fisher Space Pen. I believe this is Chalice. Is this the pen that they developed for NASA to write like in space? Look at that! Wow. Holy smokes! Look at that. This is a pretty futuristic pen. That is pretty nice. It's not too big, but I mean it's pretty hefty. Pressurized ink. It even comes. Look at the package that comes in. It's like a moon package, and it fits like right in here, like that. Like you're taking it out of the moon. Fun fact about this. I can actually tell a little story. There's a fun story that ooh, wow, look at that. Yo, it's like there's like ridges there, and you hold it like this. Let's see if it can actually write upside down, shall we? Let's try it. Do I have a paper? We're gonna give it a shot. You saw it advertised when Cub needs this. This is actually super cool. I love that it's like the shape of it. It's like a rocket. It's like a missile. You can see it's like ridged a little bit. I can keep it steady. I can zoom out a bit more. Yeah, you can kind of see it. See the ridges on it. Pretty slick. Let's see if it can write upside down. And then you can put the back side onto this, I imagine. Yeah, like that. That's sick. So the story about this, guys, there's a fun story that goes that sort of takes a dig at NASA, right? So the story goes that NASA spent millions of dollars to develop a pen that can write upside down like this, whereas the Russians used a pencil. But it's not really true. What actually happened is that the U.S. did spend millions of dollars, and NASA did spend millions of dollars developing research to have a pen that writes upside down in space, because when they use pencils, they try to use pencils, but the graphite from the pencil would actually cause particles of graphite to float up in the air and then cause all sorts of problems with the filtration system, the air filtration system in space. So they actually developed a pen because they couldn't use pencils in space. They can't use pencils in space because the pencil shavings just go everywhere. You breathe them in, they get caught in the air filters, stuff like that. So really, it's not really the case. It's not really the case. Oh, they played an ad when it was happening. Oh my god! All right, we'll come back on the other side of the ad break. Let's see if we can find something to write on. Let me get a thing. All right, we got a paper. Whoop, we got a paper. Can it write upside down? We'll see. Let's see if it can write. Okay, it writes pretty well right there, just on a surface. How am I going to write upside down here? I'll use this. Oh, hang on. Okay, I'll use this and try and write something upside down. Yep. It works. It works. As you can see, it works. Right side up, upside down. There you go. There you go. That's very cool, though. I appreciate that, Chalice. Thank you so much for gifting that to me. Very, very kind of you. Very cool little bit of space technology. Very cool. Pen works. It does. Also has an engraving that says Space Pen by Fisher. Sweet. That's very cool. Very cool. Yeah. I like it. Thank you so much, Chalice. Very kind. Very kind. So as I was saying, if you guys got into an ad break beforehand, basically the way that the pen worked, the pen was developed by NASA, and the adage goes that the Russians just used a pencil, right? But that's not necessarily true, because the graphite from the pencil, the shavings from the graphite, would basically go off into the air on the space station and get into the air. Astronauts would breathe that in, which is not great to breathe in, like the graphite from your pencil. And the graphite shavings would go into the air system and cause all sorts of problems. So they actually had to develop these types of pens to work in space in a zero gravity environment, so that basically you wouldn't have graphite shavings from pencils all over the place. That's basically the reason. So for those of you guys back from the ad, that's the reason why. So pretty cool. Thank you, Chalice. Very, very awesome. Let's see what else. I got. Let's see. We got some nice drawings of some things. Like I got a nice drawing of the firework factory from someone. Very cool drawing of the firework factory. Big firework on top. Very cool. Very cool. This is from Ash. Thank you, Ash. Let's see. We got. We got an image of me and Scar from justarob.nem, I think. Just a Rob, right here. So there's like a landscape, and then right there you can see me, and then right next to me is Scar. I don't know how well it's coming across on the paper, but very nice landscape with me and Scar on there. So yeah, pretty cool. Good use of color here. Very cool. If I zoom in, you can see there we are. Very cool. Very cool. So that's really nice. That's really nice. Let's see. Let's see. We got a bunch more things here. Yes. We got some really cool art here of my character. Right there. Pretty sick. Sitting in the permit office. Sitting in the permit office. Very nice. Let's see. We got a really cool sort of collage of all the hermits. Right here. Look at this. Got Grumbot up there. If I zoom in, probably make out some people. My camera's not that great, but there we go. You can see a little bit of what I'm talking about. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. Very cool stuff. We got one specifically for Hermitcraft 10 here, which looks really, really awesome. Has a lot of bases on it and things. Check this out. This is by Kazita, Kazehita. So season 10 was magical experience as a fan, and we miss it dearly. Hope you had fun, and here's to a bright and beautiful 11. So here's this. I'll just slowly pan up from this. Camera can zoom in a little bit. There's me. Over somewhere over here. That's me. That's Skiz. Pearl. Green Scar. Tango and Jimmy down here in Hungry Hermits. Got False's base over here. Gigacorp. Looks pretty cool. Permanent office on this side here. Permanent office right there. Pretty amazing stuff. Pretty amazing stuff. Like truly, truly awesome stuff. Very, very cool. And then we got a little drawing by Kierian right here. Check this out. I think I also have the original drawing for this. There you go. Little fireworks drawing. Pretty cool. Pretty awesome. So yeah, thank you for that. These are just like so many of these things, like just amazing. People are just so creative. You guys are so creative. Okay. Let's see. We obviously got like a bunch of great stickers and stuff. Here's one of my favorite ones here. Just a little guy, just chilling. There you go. Just chilling. Super neat. Little mushroom. Chilling. We got plenty of stickers and things like that. Pins. Let me see. I'm not actually sure what this is. This looks interesting though. I'm not actually sure what this is going to be, but we're going to open it right now. I'm not sure. There's a little box. I'm not sure what's going to be in it, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's see if I can actually open it. What's in the box? What's in the box, guys? Okay. Got the tape open. Here we go. Oh, it's another oh, look at this. This is a fancy bracelet. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at that. It says Cub on there. Then it has basketball, has some golf balls, has some moon, sun symbols, has a little Minecraft block on there. That's fantastic. That is really nice. Couple little orbs. Yo, that's so sick. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My gosh. So just like unbelievable creative stuff like this. The Minecraft grass block. Yeah, let's try and zoom in a little bit closer. I have to get the camera to zoom in, but yeah. Yeah, you can kind of see it. The color's a little off, but yeah. It's very vibrant here. Wow. Thank you. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. So yeah. You made it on the stream, Chalice. You made it. Thank you, Chalice. You watch Puma make this? Awesome. That's awesome. I'm going to keep it in the box. The box itself is actually really nice, too. Look at that. With the planet on there. And the fireworks. Beautiful. Thank you, Chalice. So beautiful. So beautiful. And then, yeah, I mean, could just keep going here, honestly. This is from Izzy Nightcur. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Izzy Night C-U-R Nightcur. There's like, you know, some pins. And there's like a little character of me here. And there's like another pin, Department of Hermit Permits. We're sometimes here to help. Right there, little pin. I actually have, let me see if I can find it. Where did it go? Whoops. Somewhere in here is... somewhere in here there's a gold, like a proper gold name tag for me, for the permanent office. So that's pretty cool. And then of course we got some fun Minecraft stuff. Let's see. Some more bracelet stuff. Some more bracelet stuff. We got some Enderman stuff. I also got, I will say I got plenty of, I got like probably 50 or so notes and things. I'm not going to read these out loud, but I do appreciate, like, look at this. This one has like a little, it's like name on it and has like a wax seal on it. I'm not going to read these on camera. I will read these off camera, but they're kind of personal. So I'm going to not read those on camera, but it came with a little Enderman guy right there. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. Little Enderman dude. And then more bracelets and things. And more notes and things. So, yeah. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. And I have like a whole bag of these. Let me see if I can find this guy. Yeah, more bracelets. Just tons and tons of stuff. Thank you cards. More awesome notes and things. Like this. More bracelet. Here's another bracelet, for instance. Convex bracelet right here. Convex colors. Love to see it. Let's see. We got again more tons more notes and things and drawings. Just show a few of them. Some notes. Again, it's the same note. So yeah, just tons and tons of stuff. Very cool stuff. More notes. So thank you guys for all the amazing stuff. Like just crazy amazing stuff. Like just really cool stuff. So thank you guys. Thank you everybody who gave me notes, who gave me bracelets, plushies, artwork, just an unbelievable amount of support. So thank you guys. I should make a scrapbook. You're right. You're right. And yeah, just an insane amount of stuff. So thank you guys. There's even more, but like if I just keep showing it, it's just gonna be like a constant stream of just gifts and things. Like I said, I could barely fit all of it into the suitcase, you know. So thank you guys. So cool. So cool. So thank you guys for that. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who came out to TwitchCon. It was a blast. It was a blast. Let's see. Any other questions, I guess, for me from TwitchCon? Anything else you guys want to know about? Anything else you guys want to hear about? Let's see. Rambo639 asks, Cub, did you get any hangout time with the Hermits? Yeah, outside of the convention, and during the convention, I was hanging out with the Hermits the majority of the time. In fact, there was very little time when we were not with the other Hermits. So yes, we had a tremendous time. Tremendous time. Both inside and outside the convention. So yeah. The answer to that question is yes. Any memorable quotes from hanging out with the Hermits? I'm sure there are. I just don't remember a whole lot right now. It was just a lot of fun hanging out, talking about things, talking about the upcoming season, about TwitchCon, about some life stuff that I'm not going to get into, but yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. We had fun. We had a fun time. Had a fun time. Couldn't stop smiling the entire weekend. Nice, nice. Using your voice a lot today. Refreshing hydration is required. Indeed, yeah, it's a good point. I almost lost my voice on when was that, Friday night? Yeah, Friday night I almost lost my voice. Because I was talking to so many people and meeting so many people. And I think some of the other Hermits got kind of hoarse as well. But luckily I don't think anybody fully lost their voice at any point. I don't think. Might be wrong on that, but I don't remember. Anybody. That happened to anybody. So that's good. That's good. So what are the secrets you're hiding? I've already discussed the tweet. The tweet is not a bait tweet. It's about a real thing that we have not yet revealed. For season 11. So I'm just letting you guys know there's some stuff that might be a surprise to you when we start the season. Can't reveal all the secrets. And again, I won't be talking about it. So sorry, you'll have to wait. You'll have to wait. But you will there's actually multiple things. So I'm not going to reveal anything, but yeah. There is some things that you will be hopefully pleasantly surprised to see once the season starts November 8th. So yeah, should be cool. Should be cool. It's coming up soon. It's coming up soon. Coming up soon. That's very true.